Alright, so hi. I have a really big present my mom gave me, and I've actually been wanting this a while, sorry. It's so big, it actually doesn't even fit in frame here. Like, it's the Seven Sisters pack, and, like, there's the other three. She is my absolute favorite so far, and then, liking, like, these two, and then this one, and pink hair. I'm really excited to get these out of the box. It's a really big box, and it'd be great for display in box, because it's the nice window one. I know a lot of these weren't necessarily if you ordered them like online, and I actually don't have anywhere I could display this in box, which is really unfortunate because I would love to have these ladies in box, but yeah. So a little bit of the back of it. Yeah, I'm working on changing this up a bit, but it is not the best suited for something this large. Yeah, just, I can show you about half of it. I'm really sorry. Like, I am seriously working on changing stuff so I can do bigger. But, yeah, you work with what you got, right? Alright. So, I'm gonna get these 7 ladies out of the box, and this will be my first mermaid Ariel. So, that'll be exciting. Because I have 2 of her on land, and, one from the romance 2-pack set, and then one that, Elvira from the Doll Circle sent me. Thank you, Elvira, I love her. She's got the sandals and, like, the really cool, like, textured fabric for her dress, so, yeah, let me get these ladies out so you can actually get a better look at them. This box has seriously got to be, like, 2 feet long, so, let me get them out. Be back in, a few minutes, hopefully. Okay, so I got them all out, but I wanted to show you that they have like various things holding their hair in places. She's the one with the pink hair. She's got hers fairly straight. There were like 3 plastic stays in each of their heads. Hers, there's just a little band around her arm, and it's just like 2 little tails, so this one's not going to be too hard. And I am definitely going to have to save this. This is awesome background. Yes, there's like some spots in it, but not too bad. And here, Ariel has hers right here, twisted to her arm. And if it sounds like it's raining at all, I'm not sure if it'll pick up. It's actually, it is actually snow melting, because we got our first big snow. And so, yeah. Here, now I don't remember all their names, so I, like, seriously, they didn't touch on much in the movie, and I just don't remember all their names, so sorry. She's really pretty. Her hair is twisted, rubber banded here and to her back, much like the pink-haired one, and I am probably going to make all of these made to move, if I can. I love the knee joint that they have, so they could potentially sit like up. That would be really fun. They do not have any articulation in the arms other than the shoulder, and that's really disappointing. Like, at least an elbow would have been really nice. And I really appreciate, like, Angel I really appreciate Angel and all the work that he did on these. He actually wanted to give us more articulation, but, like, couldn't. I'm gonna have to go through and, like, get rid of some of these. She's, like, probably one of my favorites, and her hair is just twisted right here to her hand. And I have seen a bunch of people rebody them, so I have ideas of, like, who's gonna need what body. Hers is just like the pink hair on the back here and the gold. She kind of honestly reminds me of Lucy Liu, so I thought that was kind of interesting. And then she has such beautiful curls. She actually has a plastic stay right here. I'm going to have to get out of her hair. But oh my goodness, like, her face is so pretty. She looks like she might have like a divot in her chin a little bit, which is, I think, is supposed to be there. Oh, she's got like a little flaw here on her body. But her tail is so gorgeous. Look at those colors. Just love that. Can you see her over here on the side? Alright, so yeah, that's the 7 of them. And now I already know Ariel's, and I'm gonna grab her. Well, I'm gonna grab the one that I most recently got, which I am just loving this dress. So that would be her. This is the one I got from Elvira from the Doll Circle, and as long as their faces are the same, which it looks pretty much like the same head sculpt and everything, look at that. So she is not going to be rebodied at all, which was kind of like the plan. So I'll be rebodying her, or maybe the other one. I haven't decided. I really like the sandals though. So one of these is going to end up being like displayed with the mermaids, kind of as like in whatever, you know, version of the dress, just as like the live action, I don't know. I'm really like playing with everything, but I was going to keep one, and I'm trying to decide if I want to keep the flat foot sandals for her to wear or the pink shoes. I'm thinking the sandals, so she may be the one who stays on her body, just change, you know, the dress, but she's really pretty, and I still haven't got that long one, but yes, so happy I got her. I'm loving these sandals and this dress. So cool. Okay. So for the mermaids, I am going to get the bodies because I think they got moved from where I had them last. I'm still working on a big project in my art room. I am working on a video that I will show you the final result of because it's rather embarrassing, the state. So, you know, I'm sure a lot of us have had this experience at one point. I'm still kind of settling in after like 3-4 years of having this room. It's taking me a long time because there's been a lot of ups and downs, and you know, but I am going to go get their potential made to move bodies, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I was comparing bodies, and I actually had to grab a couple other ones as well. So I'm just going to start off from the left here. Pink hair. She is actually really fair, and it's probably, you know, great time. But she's going to be the same body as Vanessa Takes, which is the recent tennis player made to move careers doll. She has like the perfect skin tone. It's a very good match, and so that's not a big deal. So that's what you're going to want for the pink hair. And that's a regular body type, original body type. And I actually probably have some petites that'll work good for some of these too. I really was going to keep everybody about the same size except for Ariel, who is going to be the looks 15. She is the Carl sculpt. That would be her. That's who her skin tone is going to match real good. There's a few of these that are all about, you know, the same skin tone, and you can check out that video. And then for her, I am still looking for a match. I actually have to check my notes, which are from like quite some time ago when the set originally came out, and everybody was like going, oh, and like rebodying her. So I have to check my notes on her. For her, she's gonna be really easy to do. She'll be the yellow top, or the fashionista who had the striped top and denim jeans with the puffs and sunglasses. I actually have I had the spare one of her floating around. Also, close one that might work also is gonna be the, so I'm gonna be using her. She'll be perfect. And is Osaka from the Shiro collection. Now, she might be a little dark, but definitely that fashionista or yellow top if you have one. Otherwise, try to find Osaka. Um, she's a tennis player, and I got a whole bunch of them for like $10 each. So you can find a good deal on her oftentimes, and she's a regular body type also. When it comes to her, with the purple hair, um, I'm really quite torn between who I am going to use. She has the slightest bit of a yellow undertone, and so I'm not sure if the BMR Kira doll will work best, which is who I have this doll on right now. I do have another Kira, but she's kind of stored away right this minute. She's a little pinkier, so I'm not sure. I could go with the purple top, who seems incredibly pink, but maybe it's just this dress. Could potentially go with the the tennis player as well. So that one is really going to be like dependent on your kind of choice, and what you feel matches. I may play around and see if I have any others that might work a little better. Sometimes different dolls, even though they're the same doll, they may have just like a hint, slightest ittle bitty hint of like a different hue to them, so they might work. And then moving on to this lovely, colorful mermaid lady. She was a really easy one to find. I actually have a couple different ones here that would work. You've got the current wheelchair fashionista that would work for her. And then there's also this one. She had purple, I want to say, purple tie-dye pants. She can be a little hard to find, and she can be on the more expensive side, but if you have an extra one, she would be good. I think I'm actually going to be going with her just because I think I want to keep her face around, and I think putting her on this colorful mermaid body will be so cool with that afro. You know, I might just try to do the tiny little braids into her hair instead of the fro. I have so many dolls with fros, and I think the tiny little braids might be really good for her being on a mermaid body, but at the same time, I don't know if I honestly have the patience, so I'm gonna try. But yeah, so that's who I'm gonna use for her body. Really good close match, you know, perfect match for her. And then to this lady here, I had kind of the same dilemma as I did with her. She is a little more pinky toned, and I'm probably going to have to do some more checking. She is actually looking to be a good match for the BMR Kira, so I'm probably going to get her out and check. Just seems like a little darker. Or I may go with the purple top. Certain releases of these also, like the original first releases of the pink top and the blue top, were lighter and less pinky. So I may see if I have some of those. I honestly don't remember if she's a second release or not. But I know I have a few more of her, so I may do that. I was really thinking I was going to use this orange top Leia for this girl over here, but my Leia is just way too dark. So I am definitely going to have to take a look at what she matches, and see if I have anything that is close enough for me. So hopefully I can find something. And this is probably going to take me a little while to get completed just because there are 7 of them. Well, 6 because I'm not doing Ariel, but I might just throw Ariel in there too since I have the other 2. And yeah, I definitely like these ladies, and there are very few flaws that I found. There's just, you know, the lack of the arm articulation, which would have been a real benefit. I feel like just that one elbow joint would have added so much to these dolls and how they pose because they look so stiff. The tails themselves look really good, and that knee joint just really helps with that articulation, and their fins are made out of some sort of polyester maybe material. It seems like it might be a couple layers. So yeah, but I am going to work on the rebodies, and then I will bring them back for the reveal. Okay, so I did a little bit of digging, just thought I'd check, and her match is actually one of the rarest and hardest to find. It is the Blue Top first release, and that is who I used for my friend here. And I am taking commission, so if you want your own custom doll. So, yay, I get to see if I can find something that'll work if I don't have another first release Blue Top. Okay. But at least now I know. Okay, hello. It's only been like a couple seconds for you guys, but it's been like a couple weeks since I was just filming, so I'm learning something different and also sick again. But anyway, so I wanted to go through and show you who I rebodied onto and give some just overview. I've been listing all of the matches throughout the video, so definitely look for those for each one. And I will tell you who I went with and what I'm doing with each mermaid, because I have decided at this point. So let me go through. So I'll start with the pink hair girl over here. She is on the tennis player career made to move doll body, and now I did not, she is like a really good match, very, very good match. Now, as for her mermaid potty, I plan on going more of a bluish to purple route with the hair, and I had this extra head from this, I call her Victoria, but I had her, and I thought, oh, she would look really good on here. I may give her bluish purple hair. I'm not real sure at this point, but I'm kind of digging her all pale complexion, so I may just add her head on. And I did not cut her peg like I usually do for them. But yeah, so that's why she's not on there, right? Now, for the red one, she was definitely a good match for the ones I previously said about. I happened to find a original first release of the Blue Top that I had. Hopefully I didn't take it from another project I had. It's saved for it. Done now. But she was a perfect match for the first release of the Blue Top, which was from 2015. And I am planning on rerouting her hair, definitely in blue and black, kind of similar to what it is, something like that. So she's going to get a repaint on her face, and her hair is getting rerouted. Alright, so that was her. And then next for the gold, I love her face. Honestly though, her mermaid version is probably my least favorite. And I did go with the wheelchair fashionista, the number I listed previously for her. And it was a perfect match. Yellow top would be another perfect one. But I think I'm probably going to list her for sale. Just because I'm not a big fan of gold. And like I said, she was my least favorite. But I love the face sculpt, so that was what I wanted. Now, for Ariel, I did not rebody her because I am keeping her on her mermaid version. But I did rebody one of my spare land Ariels, and I chose to go with the Looks Model 15 body. Perfect match. You could also make her curvy, and there's a few others I had listed before. Now, for my absolute favorite, she is not on a perfect match. It does have a color difference. I did go with the tennis player, same as the pink hair. There is a visual difference, and this one I figured was probably the least noticeable versus like purple top. If there was, say, a lighter version of the BMR Kira doll with the yellow undertone of the skin, then she would be a perfect match for that, or a lot better, because the Kira one was just too dark. I did not put the head on because of being like just a difference, so as much as I really like her body, I'm just gonna have to put her aside until I find just the right face and match, because it's just bothering me. And I didn't want to customize it quite yet, so And I'm honestly not the biggest fan of this face sculpt to just put the head on. So if I found like another one, I would probably do that. If I had like another spare Looks Model 6 head, I would probably put that on here and would definitely reroot her in blue because I plan to do a blue hair reroot for whoever this is. Just want to make her all blue and beautiful. Blue is one of my favorite colors other than green, but I like a lot of colors. And then for this one here, I did go with the Current Fashionista 194, I believe it is, and she was a great match. And then I am thinking of just leaving her afro because, I don't know, she looks great with the afro and being a mermaid, so she's a great mermaid. I love her. And then over here I have, oh, I don't have the head for this one. Oh, there it is. Alright, so I did go with the purple top that I had, and it is okay. It's not the greatest match. It is just a slight bit off. It is less off than this one though, so that would work, but she also has kind of a yellow undertone for her skin. It's just maybe not as noticeable, and I could have done the tennis player for her, but she was just a hair darker, so the Kira one was a little darker yet, so I went with this one. It's really hard to tell on camera, so unless you're looking at it real close, you can't really tell, but it will work. So some of the purple tops will be better than others. Like I was saying, some of them are a little pinker, and so this one I don't happen to remember. She might have been a second release or maybe a first. I'm not sure. It's hard to tell once they're out of box, unless you know the skin tone and have one to compare to. So that's who I went through. That's who I rebodied with, and I hope this helps you. And I know this is a really long video, so if you're still here, thank you for sticking with me. I really appreciate you, and I hope you enjoyed, as you can sort of get maybe the slightest previews on the corners of my new setup, as this video will be out before most of my videos filmed with the new setup. I had to finish this one though. I finally got it finished. So thank you. Like and subscribe, comment, share. Feel free to watch some of my other videos, and I hope to see you in the next one. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye.